All right, all right. Welcome, welcome. It is Thursday evening, 7 p.m. on the East Coast. We are live as usual every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. With the founder of Liberty Aid Academy, John McCaig. How are you, sir?
Tim Judge and the House co-host. Thank you, Tim, for being here every week, Thursday at 7 p.m. East Coast time. We do this, and thanks for being here, Tim. He's become the co-host after doing it, become an advocate, and like, hey, I want to help people,
Yep.
because he's a realtor. Tim's a realtor, and that's his work. He helps people. He's trustworthy. He helps people. So he's like, oh my God, this really helps people. So, he's a great advocate, but also super knowledgeable and, understands finances, your wealth, that real estate matters, like things that you care about. He's already been down here and, uses his trust, doesn't pay taxes,
Yep.
all the advantages we have here. I talk about Tim's been using it. Same with hundreds and hundreds of other people. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Oh my God, I've been doing this so long. It's thousands now. It's crazy when you think about it.
You
But
you
no,
you
yeah,
reminded me of that. I just remembered that this morning when I was at the gym, I struck up a conversation with a new face in the gym, and he was like, "Oh, my wife's in real estate, and yeah, we have a couple properties, and we put them in a trust." I was like, "Oh, good for you." And he goes, "Yeah, we got this lawyer in Westport, and he's really good." And I was like, "Okay." But so it's the first time I met, and I didn't want to jump in with the
yeah,
you still have some to learn, but
play.
but I mean he's one step closer than the rest of the world. um but it was just interesting. So it was the first time I met the guy, and we were just chatting, and when we got into real estate, he was like, oh, I got a couple properties, but I have them in a trust. And I was like, huh, good. Let's see how good it is. But it was funny, you strike up conversations all over the place. And one of the other things I wanted to mention was a lot of people, a phrase that I catch a lot in different settings is, oh, I'm a private citizen, you know,
Yeah.
and the whole private citizen. I'm like, I don't think you really know what that means. I was like, I'm a private citizen. I'm in the private. I don't think you're in the private. You might think you're private just because you close the door and walk in your house and lock the door. I was like, that doesn't mean you're a private citizen. You're still playing the game.
Well, I think private citizen to me is one of my favorite double speaks
Yeah,
because
yeah,
yeah, it's so beautiful because they don't go together. And so you put two
right.
words together that if you understand their legal meaning negate each other. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like private is like, oh, dude, I'm out of the jurisdiction of public, and they just go on and on about that. Completely wrong.
They
They're like,
completely.
I'm out of the private, but then they
Yeah,
say citizen, which is your person.
right.
So it's like, wait, you still think you're your corporation, and so you think you can move your corporation to the private, where
Yeah.
it's just you're one of the people. You're human. Like you're not. You can't play that game to win. You have to
Hmm.
play in the game and then get a trust to get out of that game. But no, it's
Right.
oh my God, we have you go along the yellow brick road and you're like, oh, the briar patch over there is looking very sharp, and then it's like private citizen. You're like, what? And then you
Yeah.
jump into the briar patch. Ow! It all stings. It seems to make sense. It doesn't. And it's like, oh, that looked like that's a tar pit over there. You get covered in tar
Yeah.
in the stickers. And yeah, eventually you come out, you're like, oh, what happened? And then at some point, hopefully you like, man, these are a bunch of liars.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you begin, everyone who's watching this right now, you begin to use a different way to view the world. And you begin to view the world through who has proof.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because there's so many fairy tales like private citizen. And, God, we could go on. But this is a particular one that we want to hit on the head tonight. This whole publicly private trust that Tim named it. It's like I'm in the private, you're the public, ha ha.
Yep.
it doesn't make any sense because they don't have outcomes. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, private public, that makes sense. Oh, and they spin this fairy tale, and but they don't have any outcomes. They didn't do anything. They talk you with this circular coming back home. And it's like, okay, that sounds all cool, but what did you do? Oh, well, I'm in a private. Yeah. And they
Yeah.
say, yeah, but I'm in the private, so I can't show you anything. It's like, wait, you can't have it both ways. You have to be able to show some proof of your methodology and outcomes. So like, oh, you're in the private and you found your treasury account with all the money and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, so you have like a 1,000, couple thousand pieces of property, right? What's your deal? How about the deed? Show us all your deeds or something. Those would be on public. It's like, oh no, I'm all private, nothing. No, that don't work like that. You can't own a piece of real estate like that. Like you have so many millions of dollars now, and you don't even have a house. So yeah, wait, what? No, none of it makes sense, and it's just a trap to catch everyone in who's so busy living their life trying to pay their bills and stuff. You got 5 minutes between all that. You're on your phone or whatever, watch some video like, oh, good, that's how they trap me. And you're like, yeah, but wait, it doesn't do anything. Because if you're able to do something real, you show the proof first. Look at my bank account at Chase. That's what I do. Hey, look at my credit cards. Hey, look at the deed and the name of the trust. Look at X, Y, Z, all the proof. And the testimonials, now over 100 we have over all the years. Mm-hmm. that YouTube didn't take down. We have more, but we had twice that many. But all these testimonials were the #1 school by proof in the USA. So instead of getting in their nets and traps or briar patches at tar pits and all that nonsense, private and double speak and all that, instead look for proof. That's just my recommendation, because of course they trapped me so many years ago, like everyone. Oh, whoa. And then I had a podcast, so I would get on there and I'll be like, okay, so what have you done? And no one had done anything. Like, okay, where's your paperwork? Okay, where's your proof? I'm out there looking for the experts, right? Mm-hmm. Hey, like all of you, I keep having it. I do a weekly show. I'm in there almost 2 years and I never find proof. Oh, yeah. I was like, wait a second. You mean the proof I had? Because I was like, hey, I beat the bank, so I had proof. Look at the stuff I did. I was like, and it's so funny. I couldn't find anyone with proof. Yeah. Of any method over those years. And now, so many years later, no one has me on a podcast ever. Right. Not ever. It really lets you know what's going on out there. Like, oh, well, the other truth doers and speakers, oh, man, they all get together. There would be a network, and you all would talk and get it together, and we'd change the world. And, that whole whatever. Go wave a no kings thing here. Actually, let me put that in here. Wave that thing around. Now you're doing something. There you go. Wave something in the air right for the cops. That totally does something. Begging the cops is how you change everything. Oh, my God. Nothing is happening. Like, continuously nothing. I'm the one with proof. 100 testimonials. I'm not the only one. We got a whole student body of super successful people. Tim would make a great individual on a show, as a guest. I mean, so many people have done this for years with so much proof. Like, super many people would make great individuals to be on TV or a podcast, whatever. Like, you never believe it. You don't have to pay the IRS. This is how they hooked us. This is how they're doing it. Oh my God. All figured out. It's at Liberty Aid Academy, It's super affordable even, You get in there and they got more. But no. Yeah. After all these years, that's not happening. You got to ask yourself, what is going on, people, And then you go, I'm just going to accept proof from now on, And so I encourage you to look at our testimonials, everyone. They're constantly new ones. Thank everyone for doing their testimonials. Be like, I can't believe this works. Yes. Thank you. Week after week, it's like, oh my God. Oh, who's this? What happened? Wait, oh my God. So many incredible testimonials with the proof, with the paperwork. This is what happened. Here's the proof. It's amazing. And we got some people showing up.
Yep. Let me say hello to Frank. Frank, of course, one of the first guys in the room every week. Reese is here. Says hello, everyone. Pauletta.
Pauletta. Oh,
Happy
big
day. And Alex in the house.
Hi, Alex. All
Good
right.
to see Alex and Pamela Poe.
Another big
greetings.
Oh, the ladies at Twin Towers. Thank you for the support. Nice to hear from you all. It's great to hear from everyone. I appreciate your time and your energy and helping others. You know, you've helped yourself. You're like, oh my God, this totally works. Well, yes. And I don't have to get my Illuminati card. Great. Nope.
I am going to copy the link. There's almost a dozen people here. I'm going to put the link in there, and if you had anything specific you wanted to get to before anybody jumps in, but I'll put the invite link in the chat if anybody wants to jump on the show. If not, I know we have quite a few legends in the audience, and me talking to a new person today, and just how do you break the ice, or what do you say to people, or how do you convince someone, or you want clarification on how to talk to somebody if there's a question, maybe not a question, but what's your biggest roadblock to spreading the word for Liberty Gate Academy, and what you guys, I see a lot of successful people here, but when you're talking to somebody new, what's the best icebreaker that you've had, or what's the biggest roadblock, anything like that. But if you don't want to jump on, throw a question in there. We're here to answer your questions live, and we'll see what happens. Here comes a question. Michael, I put my house in a trust, and there seems to be tags tax-free. I need a deity. Could you explain? So it's not tax-free yet.
Yeah, you should get in the classroom and get into the real estate tax exemption area, where your tax, where the applications are done. I'm working in there. So there's an online forum, Michael. You probably know about it, but sign into that, call the classroom, comes with you being a student. So you just go into your student area, you'll log into the classroom and be like, okay, better if you ask this question in there, because I could say, hey, I'm gonna try and answer it now, but this is like real estate. This is important, So I want to make sure that your question, like anyone's question who's a student, gets answered, exactly, specifically, correctly. I don't want an answer wrong. It's hard to do that sometimes on a video like this. So I would recommend you back this up with a question in the classroom to me to make sure we nailed it down, because I'm here just to help make sure everything gets done right. No problem for it.
And I'll just add that it's also then becomes searchable and expandable by the rest of the class. John will answer the best way he knows how, and somebody might add something else, and John can correct that, twist it, guide it down the road till we get a full and accurate answer, and even people from different states giving answers. So it's very important. The classroom is ultra important that way, and just the most valuable piece when you get into the trust bundle, because that classroom, invaluable, priceless, as they say.
Yeah, because I'm going to say some stuff here, and you'll be like, okay, wait, what? You know what I mean? Like, we can't do it here. So, I'm going to answer, but I want you to get the situation cured,
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. People, let's just say different people have applied for real estate tax exemption and gotten approved, and certain people have gotten refused. If refused, this is I've been with mostly Alan Poe's and the Poe's family and other people's help, been creating a pathway for real estate tax exemption. Okay, so not having done this before, we needed success. Had a few successes, but the Poe family actually got blocked in their their application for real estate tax exemption. Alan's, the whole family is incredibly amazing and gifted. with God, but super intelligent, just amazing people. Alan was the star of the class in the paperwork department, uh, and the star of every class in the paperwork, but not just about family, like everywhere. He's amazing, super intelligent, great with paperwork. He and I worked together to build because I have a church, okay, JesusChristTrust.net. I have church every Sunday. So this is a Christian solution. What we're talking about here, this trust is a Christian solution. It works and so on. And it comes from myself from a church. So it's a religious exception, a Christian exemption, you know? So, oh, hey, tax free. So it can be applied to real estate too. One of the questions they want to know is, oh, you're affiliated with the church. What is the church you're affiliated with, for the real estate tax exemption? So getting all the paperwork together for affiliation, like you have to get baptized, you have to become a minister. What is the church? All these things, you got to get baptized by me. Like these things need to happen and show the pathway and the connection to, oh, that's the church, And once that we created that, got it back into this to the state approves, not the county in South Carolina, where Poe family got the approval. So yeah, so they got approved. Oh, okay, that's the church. You that's your affiliation. Okay, thanks for all the documents. Approved. Well, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now, that worked. So now I just put up a video this week into the membership area of YouTube. Got a lot of great stuff in there, but this is really great. I set in a tax application for real estate that I just purchased in the name of a trust in Florida to mainly attempt to become the church with a physical location tax wise. I don't have a church building, but I have an online church, but it has an address. And so I'm a minister. It's a parsonage. So the same application that people are doing, I want to apply as a parsonage because it's an online church. So, hey, if you approve here, great. But also as a church, so that the affiliation for anyone else with this type of trust in the U.S., Canada, whatever, wherever, anywhere in the world. Oh, I see the paperwork, how you're affiliated with the church. They have that. So they can approve real estate tax exemption easier. Oh, okay, that's the whole thing. Never done it before. Built the church, started a church because the information I had. But then I was like, oh, hey, this can go together and make the trust stronger in every way, but especially there's so many questions that are asked on the applications and stuff. They want so many details. It's really the most difficult thing to get approved is real estate tax exemption. They're so detailed. They might even come by, So a couple times, you don't know what they're up to. So you want to give them everything where it's just like, oh, hey, we have everything approved, So the way it is now, I would recommend you do this in the forum. Oh, where are those documents to get the affiliation with the church? How do I get baptized? That, get in the forum, do that. Don't have that with the church. Alan Poe's helping with that. Ultimately, we'll get it organized to the church. But, you got to get the documents, got to have the experience, get baptized, So it's really, truly correct. So, but also, they just need this or that. I maybe I don't need to do all that. Okay, get in the classroom, try from here. But also, no, you got to do these other things. I'm not charging any money for that or anything like that. It's affiliation with a church. So it's just something to do. It's a way to make this easier for people to get approval.
Right.
So, I knew the answer to what you wanted to hear, but I want to make it happen for you and for everyone else. So that's why I got the real estate mainly. Could have rented somewhere to help with everyone's approval. So it's not going to be easy. They're not going to make it easy on me. They're already
No.
But you know, they don't want me down at the courthouse either. They've asked me not to come because of the weird miracles that happen, and so they don't want that. So, and I want the approval to help you and you and you and everyone. So, so I'm working on it hard. This video I made and the paperwork I put together, I really spent some time on it. And Alan, we worked on it together, but then he physically, sat here in a room with me and, went through it after doing all that. And, we don't see any mistakes or anything. I sent it in a little early. You're supposed to send it in January 1st to like March something in Florida. So
Right.
I just sent it in early to see what they're going to say. I have it anyway. So I'll just change the dates on a couple things and send it in on the proper date. But maybe they'll send me back something. I don't know what the like. I have it. Let's see. Let's get it started. So they know I'm coming. They know who I am in this county. They can make it easy. They could send it back a letter. Okay, you're good to go. So we'll see what they want to do. But I recommend you watch that video that I made in the membership area. You become a member at YouTube. There's that video and so many like really excellent videos. Not like this, not like talking, but only doing exactly fill in the blank. This is this. I know you're busy, everyone. Like you're if you get a YouTube membership, you only need it for a month, really. Go through every video, maybe come back X months later. Hey, make any more stuff or whatever. So, but I recommend, since you have that question, you really, really look at that video and go over everything I bring up, all the documents. I show you everything. So Dee Dee and Alan have gone over it and give me the thumbs up in the classroom. I put the link in the classroom. You have to be a member to watch it, but I mean, it's right in there. So again, go in the classroom and look in there. It's that's the overview. Because I'm always trying to move this work forward and make things easier. The trust is there. I don't have to move it forward. It was good from day one. But what to do with the trust? How can this be more helpful? Oh, what else can you do? Oh my God. And then, oh, if I did this, that would even be easier. So the trust, no upgrades, no changes, nothing like that. But what you can do with it, and then how to make it easier to do, that's what I'm always upgrading on. And getting feedback in the classroom from people. Hey, did you know this? Oh, And so the YouTube membership is like a whole bunch of upgrades of information, more current events stuff. Like, you got to go see it, and more exactly filling in every single blank and why, and so on. Because you're in a different state than Florida. So, but the principles, I go over every single detail of every answer. So you would be able to look at the video and get in there in the classroom and go, oh, okay, in my state it says this, and throw up your form and be like, okay, see what they're asking for here is, do you mean that? We'd be able to go over every detail, you see? So that's what kind of this the service I provide is so ridiculously cheap for what people get.
Yeah.
It's a joke when I sit here and talk about it. I'm like, I can't believe I do this. But no, it's all I want is your success, my success, your success, everyone's success. I don't focus on anything else but outcome and how to achieve it in the easiest possible, least amount of hours away. That's why I have very specific instructions: first name, last name, trust. I mean, I keep everything so simple, so you just can't trip up anywhere. So the real estate tax exemption is the longest application. It's the most information. It's all this stuff. So I really recommend the upgraded information. Do it in the classroom. Let me help every step of the way. Okay. And we're coming up on January. So go through this over the next couple months, prepare your paperwork and be like, okay, let's go. Like you're ready. Hey, January rolled around. My turn. Here we go. So, all right. Good question. I've just been working on that.
That's a hot topic. That's and that is the step forward, because what you've said, what this is built on, is that the trust is based on a convention, right?
It
And a
is.
convention is different than a church, and we use it. Most people use it. I want to say in the conventional way, but you can't use the same word in the definition. But yeah, the convention is different than the churches and associate
And what
affiliation.
Tim's bringing up, yeah, thank you, Tim, for bringing this up. Meaning you don't actually need a church, is the point he's making. A convention is you sign with Christ, Jesus Christ yourself. That's a trust. You don't need a church. You do it yourself. So they should be honoring your trust without a church. Hey, I signed up,
Right.
and approval has happened under that method, but they don't, because the systems, for approval, they're just like, well, what's the home church? So that's why I was like, okay, I need to get more people to get approved. I have a church, so let me try to get the online church location and all that approved and make it easier. So yeah, I
Well, just like we're saying, people not understanding the privacy, the private trust, and you're a private person and not a private citizen. If they think you're a private citizen, they're going to go, well, you're a citizen and you need to, if you're going to go down this road, you have to have a church, but you don't have to have a church. You have a convention and you're in the private, and even the government employees in the back room that do the filing, they don't understand it, and unless it's if they say, oh, you're bringing this, and you got it from Liberty Aid Academy and it's not from the lawyer on Main Street, if it's signed by the lawyer on Main Street, you go, hey, my lawyer made this and that, and then they would take it at face value because some lawyer signed it,
well, even if a lawyer signed a trust and that stuff, it wouldn't matter to the real estate tax exemption area. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't sway them because they have super many questions on
mm-hmm.
where's your affiliation. They
Right.
they do actually know down at those. I know they know
Mm-hmm.
that you don't need a church affiliation. Some people have been approved. I have interacted with them. They know. You got We Trust is a convention with We the Devil. They know. They know. They know. They know. It's funny, Michael that hour. He's in where is he? West Virginia, maybe North Carolina right now. He had to go to court for some traffic thing, and they actually just in front of him recently in the past, say 2 months or so. I've been telling him they do this, and he reached a certain spiritual level with this knowledge level and everything, and they just pray to Satan in like said a prayer in court before they held court for him. They prayed to the devil just straight in front of him, the court room. Everyone in court did. No other God. So they just straight up with it. They know. They have signed. If you're working at a courthouse, they have signed with the devil, period. There's no, like, if you actually been down there, and I have, and they told me too in front of me, that's what they worship the devil. They're happy to show those people that actually know and don't have any programming left, like they're just like, what? Yes, the spiritual war, so hi. They don't care anymore, they just don't care. Unfortunately, it isn't that. So they get it. They just want to block it should be super easy. Okay, I'll do my work on my end. I'll make a church. Fine. You better approve it. That don't make me go down to the courthouse and make those, make everybody so the judge can't talk and your bailiffs get frozen solid. Everybody freaks out. Why don't you just approve me? And we don't have to do that again. Or I'll come visit, whatever. So, so who am I doing this for? You know what I mean? Like, I am doing it for the Liberty Aid Academy students to make this easier. Members of the church, people that do. Of course, I'm helping you, but I'm also, getting 6 feet for everybody. This crazy stuff happens when I go down there and stuff, and they get afraid. They get afraid. Our lives are easier. Yay! So. We'll see how it goes. I'm pushing pretty hard to make this happen. I'm following all their rules. getting the best paperwork possible just to prove. We don't have to do anything. Just go, okay, all right. That's my recommendation, but whatever. I'll let everybody know as it happens, as usual. So please, get in the classroom. It's just an easier place to, get into this whole business. Everyone that's a student, but everyone else, like I say at the end of the show, usually, hey, if you don't get the trust, if you don't become a student, I can't help you. Look at how much meat there is on this, and you're in your own state. Oh, hey, I got this form. I'm trying to do this. You're in the classroom. You get me. You just get in there. How do I do this? And Tammy, and Alice in there, and the rest of like this super amazing like people that we have as students now. It is like mind-boggling how intelligent some of the people are here. We got somebody else here.
Robert, and on Instagram or here?
No, there. We don't have anybody popping up on Instagram.
All right. Well, Robert's here, and he says, Jesus said, you can worship my Father anywhere. No church required to worship the Messiah.
Thank you. Exactly. But we find ourselves individually in a body, and we need a place to lay our heads. And Acts 5 in the Bible, which makes this a Christian trust. Hey, we have to have a home. I need clothes. Like, how do I not own anything? You have to give everything back to God. Okay, this trust covers that. You can't say I need to own real estate and that I have something. You're going to tax me. No, I gave everything to God. You can't tax God. I'm just trustee. This is God's house, God's land. I'm a Christian minister. This is a parsonage. I lay my head here. This is God's building, though. It's not mine. I gave everything back to God. I'm Christian. That's the law in Acts 5, and this trust allows that to happen. And it's copyrighted, so it's the only way it can happen. So what Robert's saying, 100% true. Factual, and I'm just adding to it, Robert. Totally correct.
Robert's adding to this. Finally getting ready to draft my first name, last name trust as a convention. Or as a convention? I feel like it should word as being Christian or faith-based to be a convention by name. So he wants I think what he's saying is, the second one, the one where you want to be a parsonage, you want it to have Christ or Christian in the name, right? John,
yeah,
you want to expand on that?
That's all those, steps are ones that you want to go in the classroom and watch, the class and be like, oh, that's how you do it. So we have a, class in there, and we have an upgraded class I just did in YouTube membership. So, but yeah, you would not use your first name, last name trust over real estate. You would have like a church name trust. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of the information here, but you need to go in and watch the video, see the information, get in the classroom. If you don't understand anything, ask me, hey, what about this? See what everybody else asked already. You just get in there. Oh, I get it now. But let me just say it needs to be, a church sounding thing. It needs to have Christ or Christian in the name, be 3 words. The last word is always trust. Be short so you can get it on the applications, and you wanted a name, right? Christian church name, so they approve it super easily. Okay, like you would have, check, they approved it. Hey, great. You get me? Okay,
right,
all right.
Very good.
So that's Robert, jump in there. I want to support your, success. So, if I could directly help you, hey, so much the better, right? It's easier. That it's not like, hey, I hope I make it Thursday. Hey, I got a question, which I'm happy to answer, obviously, here, but I even want to follow through it. I care about people's outcome, their success. It's not enough for me to talk on here. So now I'm like, okay, I got to see this approval. Yes. I bought this real estate to try to do this, and a realtor I use, he was very upfront with me. He said, I have a thing for closing. I was like, okay. And it's like, for me, it's like, I have a thing for your outcome. Okay. I don't have a thing for you become a student and I never hear from you and blah blah blah. Now, I like to see in the classroom, hey, it happened, it worked. Great. That's why I do this. I don't do this just to get students and not, absolutely not. Your success, change in your life, change in your family's life, change in multi generations. I'm here to make your life completely different. You know, the super wealthy are playing by a different set of rules, and I'm giving them all to you, all of them. I'm not holding anything back. Okay, your life's going to change financially in every single way. It's going to be over time. It's never going to. You're going to be like me. Years later, it's like, oh, dude, IRS tax. Oh my God, can you even imagine? It's just, oh, they had me. You know, it's been so many years, though, and everyone's fine and everything. So just that's only one thing, you know, and that weighs on you. You got to pay for it. You got to make more money, the whole thing. And then it's every hack that comes out of this with the trust. I'm not here for, you know, just a discussion on Thursdays. I am here for that. Look, I'm still fine. There's no bars between me, you know, nothing like that. You know, in fact, I'm not in a mobile home anymore, you know, like nothing's ever a problem. I'm undercharging like crazy, you know, but that's the only thing that could easily change. But before that happens, which it regularly has to happen, because it's like, let's print more dollars, you know, become a student. Oh, and hey, I do have a question here. I'm off the grid, and but I've seen this before. Who is this? It's somebody I know. Before, well, let me get into this. Just saw the EBT SNAP program being affected by government shutdowns, so it also affects us in doing it through the trust as well. Maybe, maybe. My thought is, I've had government shutdowns before. It had EBT, you know, and nothing happens. They pay if you're already in the system. They may not process an application during this time. You know what I'm saying? So that may be a difficulty, but I haven't seen us stop paying. Like maybe it'll happen, and I'm sure they're going to repay. So I don't 100% know, because they're always changing up a little bit of things. I'm off the grid, but I've experienced previous government shutdowns like this nonsense. Yeah, no, I don't see any actual government. You mean you're not, no cops or nothing? So nobody, if we go to the bank and say clean it out, nobody's going to come? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. Okay, yeah, government is still in force. Okay, so you know the banks are still working. JP Morgan is a bank behind EBT and paying out the money. They're still working. So
I think after the last, I just wanted to add, I think after the last shutdown, the higher ups voted that they still get their paychecks during a shutdown.
Yeah.
So
thank goodness.
Yeah, so they can stay home and still get paid.
Thank
nice of them.
It is. I would. That was my second worry, of course. How much money are they going to steal from us if they're shut down? Can they still steal from us if they're shut down? Oh, that's distressing. If you're going to lower the stealing ratio for a period of time, or you're going to go full time into stealing and not going to pretend you're not stealing, because you come on the news like, we're not stealing, we're doing this instead, because you're not doing that anymore. So you're a full time stealing. Like, what are you doing?
Nancy Pelosi can't run out of ice cream. You know, she's got to have a full stock of fridge full of ice cream. Crypto Ken in the house says, hi, guys. The freedom of having all what used to be my money in a trust I control is a level of freedom from evil that I love. Exactly right.
It is, and it's a wonderful freedom of time and energy, like freedom from accountants, freedom from the IRS, freedom from all this stress. So you take my money again out of this check. I mean, what is with you? All that, and then you got to slave up my children too. Oh wait, you mean I don't have to slave my children and my wife? And might tell my parents too. What? Yeah, no, it's It's night and day. Oh, we have a follow up here from I'm Off the Grid. Oh, I was saying because I was in the process of doing the application for it since I was barely up on my trust. Oh, so for you, maybe it gets thrown onto the pile of applications and they don't do it until they get back. I don't know because I've never applied during a government shutdown. Maybe they do it, maybe they don't. I'm just saying I don't know that end of it. So I would still apply and get on the pile. Hey, whatever. So if you're going to do it, they'll just get to it in order. So, become earlier in the line. So still do it. Don't not do it. Like, just go and do it. It only takes like a few minutes. So if you're gonna do it, do it. Yeah. Okay. Good question. Thank you.
Robert's back with follow up. Just says, okay, message you in the classroom. Finally getting down to business here. It's been a while. Crazy, busy working, making money.
No, it's good, Robert. I wouldn't message me in the classroom. I'd put it in, the public index area that's on real estate tax exemption. Don't direct message me. Just put it in there like, hey, this is what I'm working on. Remember we talked about this on Thursday or whatever, whenever you get around to it. Uh, that way, like Tim was saying, we'll have it. We'll just go down it whenever you and I each have time. We'll be, oh, okay. And we'll keep you moving through it and get it done. Okay. Because don't direct message because you get like Alan in on it. So like, you know, amazing other people.
Right.
Maybe you're in a certain state that I'm not in. You know, get people's input if they have any from that state, and so on and so on. So, okay, just want to be clear on that, Robert. Like I say, I just want your success, so I'm really clear on what to do. Thank you.
Excellent. Crypto Ken is agreeing. That's it for now. Any other questions? Please feel free. Jump right in there, and we'll answer your questions, whatever topic they are. Doesn't have to be real estate. Doesn't have to be.
Yeah, I do have one little thing that I keep forgetting to say, or something's been coming up, which is great. Glad to have everyone on here. We're having a little pop-up sale for a couple hours. We've done this one or two times in the past, and just this evening we're having a little pop-up sale. So get even more of a discount on getting the McCaig Mastery Bundle. All of our courses, nothing is left out. Every single thing, including access to the classroom, our private forum, me as your mentor right in there, moderator. Hey, what about this? What about that? And everyone's past questions are in there as well. All your courses, all your, student support from the school, from Tammy. Hey, where's my course or whatever? We got everything for you. We've been like I like to say, hey, I love hearing from students, but I also love not hearing from them. We put together really great classes and courses where you really don't need us for most anything, honestly. But if you do, we're totally here. And like the forum I'm talking about, like probably somebody has asked a question, whatever you have. Not always, but if they have, you go, oh, there's the answer. So sometimes you don't even need to ask. Most times you don't need to ask. Oh, I'm Off the Grid is back. So anyway, let's go back into this. Okay, I watched a video regarding credits. So what's the thing with you saying that we don't have to pay back that credit card money back, but it's best if we do? By the way, my credit score is 700 plus. Oh, I just don't see a value in credit. I just don't see much value in having credit. Like, getting a mortgage sucks unless you can pay it off in X months or a year or whatever. I wouldn't get a mortgage. Like, it's just, unless they drop the rates or something, you're not even paying off a mortgage. Like, you're just going to pay interest for some amount of years. Like, it doesn't, sorry, that's what's going to happen. So unless you get the money, I wouldn't do it. Like, rents are dropping in so many places around me anyway. I just don't see the value. Like, if you had bought gold when I told you about gold, when it was like at 2,500, 2,400, a couple of years I've been saying don't buy real estate. Hey, with your pandemic money, go buy gold. and it said, "What? It's come down a hair, but it was like at 4,400."
Yeah.
Just like talk
It
about
it
being
it
right.
doubled. It doubled in the last 14 months, I think it was. So yeah,
It's
been a good one. Good run for that one.
yeah, real estate. I mean, you know, it depends on where you are, but it's not going up at the moment much. You know, unless you have a farm that's turned into a data center. I
Yeah.
sold my corn for data. You know, but you got to be one of them to do that.
Dee Dee's adding that they are kicking people out receiving Section 8 since the shutdown and are working. They are getting cut from benefits.
Yeah, yeah, they're trying to, you know, steal more from us. They stole the land, they stole everything. They're trying to
That's
give us
pretty
less.
tough.
But this trust really makes it so your personal is nothing. So, you know, it's much easier to fit every guideline. I want to go back to what I'm off the grid asked
Yep.
about here for a second, please. Uh, I'm off the grid. Hey, I'm gonna get back to this. Okay, I don't really see a value in credit. You know, like buy real estate. Okay, there. But past that, you know, okay, you're gonna rent a place. Oh, hey, your credit sucks. Okay, well, more of a deposit. So what? Uh, it really doesn't. I've had poor personal credit for so many years, some intentionally, some not intentionally, that I just don't see any massive value in. Except I'm off the grid. One massive value, except for the known small helpful things. You know, the main thing is you could build up your credit for, you know, a business entity, a trust, an LLC, your person, all this stuff. Get a couple 100,000 in credit, go buy gold coins, like I've been saying for years, have them sent to your doorstop, right? And then don't pay the credit cards back. So, say you get 200 grand in U.S. minted gold buffaloes, which is the only kind of gold I recommend buying it from, like AppMex. You know, it's too expensive to direct from. Anyway, this is coursework, but anyway, this is uh, how to turn your credit into cash money, because you can go down to a coin dealer anywhere and be like, U.S. minted gold buffalo 99.999. Here you go. They're like, here's your cash. See ya. You know, hey, you just turn your credit into cash. Go down, put it in your trust bank account. Not the one you busted up the credit on, but another one.
Yeah.
So, thanks for the money. That's what the President Trump documents by his interviews, that he does this. So why wouldn't you? We're here to make America great again. This is how he made his piece of America great. So you can make your piece of America great again, only with the information from Liberty and Academy, using these methods. You don't need any credit. You have a safe place. I'm off the grid to put your money. Put it in a trust. It's not the one you busted the credit on. They can't take it. Go look at the testimonial from Jaron, Jaron. Go look at our YouTube channel. I got proof. This is fine. It's fine. I've done it. I've done it myself. I just didn't save all the proof, but I did it like in 2016, the last time I did it, or 2015, whatever. They wipe your credit in the U.S. after 7 years. They're not going to get a penny. Nothing happens. Why wouldn't you take a couple $100,000? You don't need money. You need money. Come on. This is what they do. How many people you got in your family? Say you have 5 people, 5 adults. Oh, what? You know, what? Let's take turns. You know, come on. You got to, like, don't you care? Who cares about them? Take their money. So let's see. I'm off the grid. Damn, you just put me on. Is this live? No, and uploaded after. Yeah, uploaded after. Yeah. I'm at work. Listen, but would want to rewatch. Yeah, it's going to be up on here after. Yes, on YouTube and on Instagram. Absolutely. Yeah, totally. Go watch it again. Great questions.
And on Facebook.
And on Facebook, thank you. And on Facebook, and if you're a student, I you know you are. I'm off the. I know you are. Go bring this up in the classroom. I'm just saying, go in there and like, hey, how do you do X? It's like, oh damn, oh. Like, it's funny. Plus, you go in there like, oh my God, what are all these people doing with this trust? Oh, what? You know, you get inspired and you go get some more junk done. You know, oh yeah. So anyway, great questions. Good to hear from you. Have a good evening at work. Hope it goes well. Okay. Good, great evening to you. Uh, what do we have here?
Robert's back. Can I write checks directly from my business to the first name, last name trust as a donation?
I would let's unravel this a minute. uh, from your business, see that tells me you have an LLC or something like that. Let's say you have a business like Liberty Aid Academy is a business. Okay, uh, it uses a first name last name bank account. You know, a John McCaig Trust. Oh, hey, thanks for dropping the money in. Uh, the payment gateway, like libertyacademy.org, not the same as John McCaig Trust. They don't care that they don't match. You know, John McCaig Trust matches my ID, so it's easy to open the bank account. And it was easy to get the payment gateway or several payment gateways or however you get paid, Robert. So you would want to use a trust, not an LLC, for your business. It's a back end thing where you just, hey, I'm just changing the bank account and the payment gateway, however I get paid. So you nothing changes in the business on the front end. Oh, people pay me PayPal. Oh, okay, you have a PayPal in the name of the trust. Okay, people pay me a check. Okay, pay in first name, last name, trust. Okay, uh, people pay through Stripe. Okay, you have a Stripe account in the name of the trust. Oh, people pay me Shopify. Oh, it's in the name of the trust. Whatever, it's in the name of the trust. You see, so your business doesn't change. Your bank account and your payment gateway that changes to a trust, and so you wouldn't write checks or anything like that. Your business is just using the trust.
He said
Slowly
he's
converting.
slowly converting.
Yeah. See, I don't give no tax advice to do. I give advice to get out of that. You see, so there are rules on taxes and stuff. I don't get into that nonsense. I can see you're on a short term fix it. Great, do that. But yeah, go hire one of those evil steal your money tax accountants to go look it up or something like that. I don't do that. I help people get out of this forever, permanently, and I don't look back. I'm not interested in the IRS and all that. So switch over is my main thing, or look up the rules and so on. Good question. Thank you.
Joy in the house. We're planning on purchasing a property in trust in California. How do we go about this to avoid taxation and recording errors at the county? And will we need to find a realtor who's familiar with private trusts?
Let's handle the second one because it's so freaking easy. No, realtors work with trusts all the time. They don't even know. Listen, let's just go through because of the name of this show. Let's answer one fundamental question first. What is a private trust? What does that mean? What is a public trust? Two different kinds. This is all it means, and it has no other meaning. A public trust means a publicly licensed agent created the trust. Oh, I went to a lawyer, they got a bar card, and they gave me the kind of trust that they have a license that they can hand out. Oh, I went to a CPA, and they're allowed to show me this type of trust, both of which kind are taxable. Any kind a licensed public agent, any kind of trust a licensed public agent gives you is taxable. They have a they have a license that only allows them to give taxable trusts out. That's why people do it. Hey, I have a license. Oh, great. Now you're getting screwed. So, private, that's a public trust. A public agent creates it. Okay. A private trust is opposite. You create it yourself. That's all it means. It doesn't have another meaning. Uh, At the bank or anywhere, they don't care about the word private at all. Okay. It's not going to do anything to anything. It's not going to have, it doesn't have any other meaning. You see what I'm saying? So any realtor is familiar with using a trust. Oh, you're going to put it in a trust? Oh, okay. They don't care, public, private. They don't care, know the difference. It has no meaning to them. Usually everywhere it has no meaning. Public, private doesn't have a meaning to them. So no issue whatsoever. That's the second part of your question. Uh, Thank you, Robert. It has been great to have this combo. I appreciate the questions. Thank you very much for hanging through that. But now the first part, you're planning on purchasing a property in trust in California. How do we go about this to avoid taxation recording errors? Well, errors, if you're buying a property, you're going to get some closing agent, some kind of lawyer, what have you. Every state's different. You're going to want to make them get it right, and you check their paperwork. Hey, you put in the trust, didn't you? You'll start a trust. You'll follow my methods. You'll have a trust, and you'll tell whoever you're closing with, put it in this trust. And that's what they'll do. No problem whatsoever there. And you just check, was the thing I signed what you sent down to the county and they have the stamp on it? That's what's down there? That's how you make sure there are no recording errors. What you signed, your lawyer sent down there. If you're purchasing, which you're going to purchase a piece of real estate, you're going to close, someone's going to get an attorney, use this trust, they go down to the county, the attorney, they do it. Just a regular process. Nothing in the process of buying a piece of real estate is going to change in any way, shape, or form. No new anything. Okay? Just this trust gives you an advantage because, first of all, it's going in and out of money is going to come in and out of a trust account, right? So, there's no, and the IRS is not going to be do anything for a purchase, okay? Not on your end. They're usually not, but I'm just saying, or a sale. Nothing's going to happen there, okay? From the IRS. That's not going to happen. So, can you pull that up again? I'm sorry. I'm like, my head is checked. Oh my God, we're getting close. Thank you for bringing that up. I'm like, so there are not going to be any errors. There are never any errors. They're very careful little lawyers. You have to get title insurance and stuff. You want to close properly and no changes. Got the title insurance, got the recorded. It's a piece of cake, nothing else. But this does set you up for, as we've been talking about the whole show, real estate tax exemption. So, okay. And then you set up into the trust, no capital gains in the future if you were to sell, no nothing to the IRS. The IRS is out once it goes into this trust. So use this trust. There won't be errors. That's the simple answer. I went into it, but use this trust. There won't be errors. One more follow-up here from I'm Off the Grid. Would my first and last name trust one work, or would I make a different name trust for the business? No, first and last name trust would work. I'm Off the Grid. Yeah, that's what you use. Yes. You don't use you have a carpentry business. Yeah, you don't use no. Yeah, you use a trust, first and last name trust. Yes. Now you're getting it. Yeah, great question. So simple. It's so simple. Yes. You're working over there. You're like, hey, wait a minute. I work hard. You're working at night. You're a carpenter? Yeah. Let's get. Hey, I heard somebody's father was a carpenter too.
That's right,
dude. Let's get you out of them taxes. You're Christian. Hey, my son. Hey, my carpenter's friend. I have a carpenter friend. His son. Yeah, he got us into all this business. I have a friend who's a carpenter. I never met him, but he's my friend. Good question. Okay. We're closing in on this, people. We're not.
The fastest hour of the week. Yes,
we're there. 7 p.m. Next week, Thursday. Listen, we're having a little pop-up sale. Do it tonight. Come Monday, be like, I got my trust hub. Boom. Okay, change your life. I'm here to help. All right. See you next week at 7. Tim Judge. Thank you, Tim.
Thank you all. See you next week.
Good night.